Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Mr. President, President Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, Excellencies, Heads of State and Government, Mr. Secretary General of the United Nations, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, may I thank the President of the Republic of Kenya, William Ruto, and the brotherly people of Kenya for the warm welcome accorded to us since our arrival in this beautiful city of Nairobi. It is a real pleasure for me to take the floor at this forum, which is in line with our strategic thought and dialogue and exchange of views for the sustainable development of our continent through the potential which blue economy affords us. The Republic of Djibouti subscribes to the Moroni Declaration and the strategy of coordination for a mechanism of the coastal countries which alone encompass 13,000 kilometers. Our country is partly desert country and affected by climate change, and this has been imposed also on us. That is why the tertiary economy occupies 87%, while 3% only is for other components. In fact, we have a very important part played in our economy by the port and the sea. In fact, seawater has enabled us to resolve the problem of access to drinking water, and Djibouti has realized its first regime of desalination. That is to say that the development of blue economy is an imperative need for Djibouti, and it is in this spirit that we have worked out a national strategy for blue economy in 2023, and the national vision is the guiding principle for the action of the government. Its partners and the civil society in working in the maritime economy. In fact, we have worked out a 5-year strategy as well as a plan for implementation of a blue economy, and both are aligned to the strategy and the plan for blue economy and the strategy of IGAD for blue economy and inclusive sustainable economy that can contribute significantly to the transformation of the Horn of Africa. The other sectors identified, that in addition to the port and maritime activities, are fishery and aquaculture, and also the maritime security and safety. We have renewable energy and telecommunications through the submarine and the sea cables. Mr. President, the oceans transcend the states and they connect all of them, and we should harness this potential in order to create wealth. This is the essential of what it means to develop a blue economy, that is to establish partnerships that will enable us to make use and exploit our oceans, and also a paradigm for action leading to sustainable development. That is why the strategy of blue economy should depend on three principles: enhancement of economic activities and the maritime activities, the safeguard of natural resources and ecosystem services, and the establishment and the creation of sustainable jobs and growth. We have to ensure that oceans create opportunities for our peoples. More than 80% of the people of Djibouti live on the coast. That is why we think that inclusiveness, ownership, and the empowerment of the coastal people and communities are essential for the implementation of blue economy before we can think of other world supply chains. We need to guarantee the local capacity, legitimize, regulate, and establish opportunities. Mr. President, the awareness of the possibilities of the oceans by our societies and also is associated to sensitization about the threats and also the threat to maritime and climate change, because this can unleash a dynamic for a better system of protection and sustainable use of marine resources. The preservation and protection of our oceans will guarantee the sustainability of our planet. And this preservation should be accompanied by action, that is, to fight against inequalities and the harmful practices that impede and affect the governance of oceans. Illegal fishing, unlimited commercial and industrial fishing, the dumping in the toxic waste in our oceans are major risks to our planet. This conference should, in fact, be the point of departure for the trajectory of development of our oceans and seas. We are aware of the African potential as regards blue economy, but also our vulnerability. That is, to unleash the potential of blue economy will regenerate in Africa and beyond, and will demand the mobilization of adequate financial resources, because the capacities of our states to take advantage of blue economy remains inadequate. In spite of many commitments made by the international community as regards adaptation to climate change and increase and enhance resilience, our achievements in fact remain below what is expected and what is demanded. That is why Africa continues to urge our partners to develop and honor their commitments, because the development of blue economy is in line with the spirit of sustainability and the resilience that is recommended by Agenda 2030 of the United Nations, and is a breath of oxygen for our countries and for our deserts. I thank you.
Another round of applause for President Ismail Omar of Djibouti.